And we shall be going soon, man. We shall be going soon. And we got a couple of tactics, and I'm just gonna jump into them straight away. Yeah, we've got this strange view. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. I wonder why it doesn't want to change. Yeah, it changed. Okay, I was putting something else there. I was looking at another screen. Oh, we've got a low block from Zany. This is interesting. So I've been doing this show lately. Yeah, it's been about low block tactics, right? About how when you set up a low block, you have to think about the meta. The meta is actually defensive line. How whether or not you want your backline to be participating in the attacks or whether you want a low block just sitting back and hoping is a function of your defensive line. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing you got to worry about. So you got to make a good low block system. You got to think about formation, your roles and duties. And finally, do you want to score goals? You want a lot of support? Your defensive line cannot be lower than standard. If it's anything lower than standard, you're basically hoping, parking the bus and just hoping that people don't score against you, which is kind of risky. So here we have this low block 4-1-2-2-1. I like this tactic because this tactic it's like the 5-2-2-1. I think when we spoke about back five systems and being viable as low block systems, I suggested that the best back five that can be a low block system is actually the best, the back five, right? Which is 5-2-2-1. And I recommended that as the system that people use if you want to play back fives. Now, this does the same thing as that back five because what it'll do is it'll make it hard for them to work the ball out from the center. So let's look, it's got tackle harder, mark tighter. Good. Two ball-winning midfielders in the center. That's gritty. Then it's got take fewer risks here. It's got cut inside and sit narrower. So, okay. High defensive line. So he wants the fullbacks to be participating with the transitions. He's got prevent short goalkeeper distribution, which is interesting because when they have the ball, he still wants four of these players to break up. I mean, it can work, but you got to be careful about one. You got to pay a lot of attention to which of these two gets picked. Right. And then he's got invite crosses. Now, we invite crosses might be dangerous for this one. I probably would remove it. In a low block, I want to play invite crosses. I rarely play invite crosses with low blocks. Yeah. More direct, tempo, pass into space, nothing wrong there. Take short kicks. So if he's pushing high up the pitch, he wants his players. Okay, fair enough. Regroup would have, you see, regroup will affect the same five players. Counter press will affect these guys. So fair enough. I'm surprised that counter isn't used here because when he gets a goal scoring opportunity, he's basically letting the team decide and they're playing on cautious mentality, which could mean that you're not really, even if it's a 50-50 chance for a, even if it's a 50-50 chance of scoring a goal, they might not go for it, right? So therein lies the risk. Okay, so let's look at our players. We got Paredes here. Jumping reach is 10, positioning is 14, shoots from his stops, dives. Okay, all right. I mean, dives into tackles are probably exchange places with this guy. No, I'll probably swap with him. Yeah, Cristiante, swap space, try long range passes. Now I'm gonna swap with him. Okay, because this guy we've got here takes Furious, right? Okay, so we'll stick him there. Bove is here. He's then we got Pellegrini. Whoever Pellegrini is a shadow striker. Seems like an interesting choice. Do we have anyone else? Baldanzi. Okay, I guess not phenomenal. Let's see what we have here. This is a team that's got Lukaku, but he's not 100%. Azmoun, who's got jump. Okay, I'm gonna ask Azmoun to play here. Okay, let's not go any. Let's just rest with Awuwa. Okay. All right, and we got defenders. We got Smalling. Okay. Defenders here we got Christiansen, Lorente. Hey, Radin Danius, how are you, man? Poison. Composure 11, concentration 12. Concentration 12, composure 12, jumping reach 12, 15, positioning 12. I'm looking to see which would be the best. I mean, mentally, if he knows where to stand, maybe half the battle is won. All right, so here we go, man. It's a low block tactic. So we're going to have to sit here because it comes from Discord. It means that I have to sit through 45 minutes of this. I can't make any changes. If it comes from you guys on chat right now, it will be for the, I have to play it for the whole. I can change from the get-go. Okay, I'm going to pop in the link for anybody who wants to pop in your tactics right now. The link is up there now. Right, so... All right, remember the only concern I have is invite crosses, right? Okay. Because we're already sitting narrow. I don't really see the point of invite crosses. All right, so we're off and then we're going to watch this on comprehensive for a short while. Look at the transitions because my concern was this during opposition instructions, right? So the numbers I'm looking at, I can't tell my numbers on my players. Yeah. So 16 and 14. Where is it? No, 16 and 4. Okay, these are 16. No, not 16 and 4. It's Paredes. Dybala. Who's this? I think it's 25 and 16. Yeah, it's 16 and 52 and 22 and 4. We're gonna have to pay attention to. Yeah. So I'm looking for the prevent shot goalkeeper. Defending was okay. Low block, we're gonna defend a lot now. So again, I'm looking at who? Both and Paredes, to see who goes up. Okay, Paredes with the free kick. Oh yeah. Oh no. Karsdorp. Good work, Karsdorp again. This is what you get with a high defensive line. You can tell that I know there's counter press involved. So Karsdorp and Angelino, pay attention to how high up the pitch they support play. It's important to understand that this is a significant part of the low block. Understanding the defensive line. Look at where Karsdorp is and look at where Angelino is. Remember I said about the prevent shot goalkeeper distribution. So far it hasn't happened yet. Okay, here goes 2, gets behind again, but that's fine. He's inviting the cross. So there's going to be a lot of these crosses coming in. So none of them are high quality chances. Let's look at his trigger press. I forgot to check. Yeah, he's got it as standard. That's what I was worried. See, I'm seeing, okay, the thing here is this, right? This instruction, right? Closing down as instruction got changed in FM 21 or 20, I can't remember. Then they changed it to trigger press. And I had a show with Nick Madden on it. And I asked him this question. So how does this get affected? It affects the whole team, that's sure. Because it intensifies their pressing. That's a fact. Then I asked about the trigger word. Why didn't you just call it pressing? So I said, why do you have trigger then? Because they wait for a trigger. So if there's a trigger, because they will press regardless. Now, how much do they press is affected by this. So if you're high defensive and low block, it means that everybody's zones are overlapping. That means these two guys are reacting to the same player. These two are always reacting to the same player. These two could be reacting to the same player. And these two could be reacting to the same player. So your chances of multiple players reacting to a player in the center is extremely high. So sometimes they turn their back when they have the ball. That is a trigger for this. So it means that the guy turned his back. Hey, we're all jumping on him, making sure that we're gonna, let's all get on top of him, and so there might be all of them going. But see, the zones are so close right now. So sometimes I like to pay attention to this a lot. So far, I've noticed twice already, quite a number of players are moving for the opposition player. All right, hey Chico and Kimpi, how are you guys, man? Welcome to the stream. Zoa, yeah, of course. We'll have a look at your tactic. I just linked it up. We'll look at it later. Okay, once again, we're looking at the triggering, right? See, okay, now this guy, he's got a ball, he's turned, right? How do you know when the trigger press gonna happen? Let's assume, right? He has the ball. This is not a trigger, no. Notice nobody's running at him, right? Now he enters this guy's zone. He's gonna go, and this guy is already there. Then he pulled. So he didn't know. There's no trigger. Now this guy's turned his back. You see this guy is reacting immediately. That's trigger press. So he's reacting immediately. There he goes straight away. He creates a space. Now, this is a trigger, no? How do you know it's a trigger? His back is facing this player. In football, right? When you turn your back, he can't see this guy. So the coaches tell all their players, when the back is turned, get on him straight away. So he's gone, boom. This is the first rule of football. So this is the thing that I'm looking at for that trigger press. Okay. Because it could have created a goal scoring opportunity for the team. Marco. So I pay a lot of attention to pressing in this game. So you see what's happened? Look at this again. Some people might say it's counter pressing, right? It's not. This is all them attacking us. So he's running here. See these guys? He's going to start because he has to get into position. Boom. Now he comes this way, right? See, watch how all three react. Boom. These two are going straight for him, but he's too far away. He's not a trigger yet. Yeah, he's not a trigger. Did he move? Okay. But he released the ball anyway. There wasn't enough time. Okay, he goes. I mean, I need to slow the game down for you guys. It's not like everybody was super eyesight. There we go. See that? Okay. You see this? This guy's side, right? So he's going to go, no? Because his trigger pressing is set to 40, whatever that thing was carried. So he's going to go. This guy's going to go 100%. He's going. Okay? Because you set your trigger press at 45. Okay? So he's going to go. Boom. There we go. 3 guys got pulled by 1 guy, creating space. So when I play a low block, right, I pay a lot of attention to the zones for trigger press. So he got a ball. Nice. What a ball. Oh, that was a nice try, man. So you got a few players reacting. There's a lot of movement in your lines. Because your players are just moving around quite a lot. But so far, we're inviting crosses, but they're getting into shooting positions. And players are just moving around a lot. And we led to the goal. So you have one of the hardest thing to get right on Football Manager in a low block will always be trigger pressing. Because there's this side thing that is in your head right now, right? That you're thinking, and don't blame you. I also think the same way. Because prior to FM21 or 20, I can't remember which one it was. That was how we did pressing. Then along the way, by the way, some jokers said, you know what? They're going to press anyway because they're in the zone. Right? Because that was when a defensive line engagement came in, right? There we go. Boom. Oh, no. This is a good play to think about. Step up more. So you're going to make your block very compressed. Another good instruction is to step up more. Then they wouldn't have dropped. No, they would have gone up. So when you see something like this, right, you notice only 1 player reacted. Yeah. There's zonal marking as not trigger press yet because the guy didn't turn. See, you must be able to tell when it's just regular pressing, regular zone, and when it's the trigger itself. Because they are 2 different things in Football Manager, no? It's not the same thing. See? So this guy is chasing after him. Look at that. See that? You see his back is turned, right? So this guy is going to be super glued to him now. Watch him, huh? Trigger press. But because this guy, he's close to his zone, he's going to react, no? He's no, okay, somebody else reacted. I see he dropped back already. They swapped. Both of them swapped. So you gotta kind of know whether your trigger press is just nice. Because I am one of those, if you want to press them, then by all means go ahead. I'm like old school in football. Kind of like, let the player come to you. Don't chase the player kind of defending. Force them to play the pass. Force them to beat you. That kind of thing. So far, it's quite fascinating watching your tactic. Because I love the low block. Nice. See, this is your fullback on support. You're playing a high defensive line, right? So you notice he's moving up the pitch, but he's joining the team. He's actually supporting. This is the reason why if you want to play a low block, your defensive line choice is very important. You want your fullbacks to support attack, you gotta play standard or higher. So he's got it at high, which is good. You want to make a small adjustment to this, push your mentality to balance. So we'll do both at halftime. So far, it's okay. It's nice. Yeah. Bove goes in. Yep. You just have a few funkiness in your tactic. First thing, Frequatisa dropping back. You really only have one outlet, the advance forward, right? Okay. And the Shadow Striker. So the Shadow Striker and the advanced outlet are your primary goal scorers. So we want to make a change to your tactic. One or two changes so that we can encourage that as something like, I'm hoping that it works. Not necessary. All right, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to drop this one notch. Second thing, I don't think this is necessary. Okay. We're going to maintain everything else. Maintain, but we're going to add focus plate on the left. So we draw more players to the side because that's where your TQ is playing. So we're going to try and create space for these two players. We got Bove here. That's fine. He's got attributes that go up near 4. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. Second half. And sorry, I'm going to shift us up a bit more to balance. We're still playing a low block, higher defensive line, but I'm going to shift our line slightly and I'm going to play a focus play down the left. Okay, not bad. I think you've got hard tackling on these two, right? Okay. Awa. Oh, man. Offside. Yeah, he's chasing. Okay, I'm going to remove the hard tackling. Tighter. Not tighter, hard tackle. Harder. All I'm going to remove. We don't want them chasing players. See, this is your invite crosses right now. This is, yeah, okay. Nice. Too slow. Dumfries is quite fast. But they're inviting the cross. I'm going to change that now. I don't want that anymore. Edit. Remove invite cross. I'm going to step up more. Squeeze the space even more. Angelino, Awa, we're shifting to we're trying to draw players to the Dybala gets there. That's not too bad. He's got support. Angelino, Bove, looks like Paredes, Karsdorp, paired to Cristiante. The other thing we're going to do is no more hold shape. You got hold shape as well. I'm going to remove that, go to counter. I just remembered you've got hold shape in your tactic, right? So we're kind of like being very like selective. It's not like we got 70% possession. So let's take that out. We are low blocking, man. Why do I want to hold shape? Damn it, I'm not going to get many chances. You hold shape and you're camping and you're playing an aggressive tactic. You don't play hold shape if you want to play a low block. If you want to do a hold shape for low block, it's because you want to, what? You want to wear down the clock. Yeah, that's what you're doing. All right, so we remove invite crosses because now we don't want them to do that. No. The other thing I'm not going to do is you've got sit narrower on your fullbacks. Remove this and this. We're not going to go this way. Because it affects them in the defensive transition. Yeah. PIs also. What's a tactical disadvantage of a 3-4-3? 3-4-3 flat, 3-4-3. I don't understand what kind of 3-4-3 wide is it with 3 players. 3-4-3 flat, 3-4-3 or DMs. I don't think there's really a tactical disadvantage. I think you gotta get the wing backs involved in a lot of the attacks. If you can't get the wing backs involved in all the attacks, then you gotta be playing focus play a lot. Then you're one-dimensional attacking because you're gonna have to like bring everybody to one side of the pitch and hope that the opposition are weak on the other side of the pitch and you go score. That's it. Whereas a 3-4-2-1 is a way better choice because a 3-4-2-1 he's got a clear strength in that formation, which is the center. So this is what I feel that this mistake with this tactic was. You have a strength down the center. Okay, you already have a strength because you're going to make it hard for them to pass the ball. But where you went wrong is you're also playing to the center, which is kind of like not ideal. Okay, so your best roles are actually something like this. So you're going to use a Carrillo. I know you wanted to do a trequartista. Why didn't you go with AP on attack? Okay. Now, if the Carrillo, your support play with the fullbacks, you go left and right, and then if you have aggressive players there, they will do you a favor. But the thing is, the opposition will not be able to use the center as much as you. So you take advantage of that. We haven't even So I think that there are certain. What do you think of Frena Kravos in FM? I think hands down. They will win titles without trying. Champions League, they need better players. I mean, I think that between the 5-2-2-1 and the 4-2-2, like this formation is, the 4-1-2-2-1, this formation, right, there's too many players here. So this guy should actually get up and do something. You don't need a DM in the middle. So if you're playing with a DM in the middle, right, it's a very static formation. I don't play a DM on support. You want to play a DM on support. Okay, I'm going to go extreme. I'm going to play roaming playmaker. You all know how I feel about roaming, but I think roaming playmaker singularly the best in a DM. The best role in a DM system is the roaming playmaker. But the problem is, playing him requires you to be very comfortable with knowing where your players are going during the transitions because he's going to push players away. Your car going there, Mazala going there. So we got players moving in a lot of nice positions. We managed to get a goal back. But largely down to, I think, some fluke, not because of some stuff. Hey, Slip Mali, how are you, man? How's the goings? Are you doing well? Are you rocking? Are you rocking the world? I got a friend of mine who's recommended a really cool adventure. And I'm very contemplated to consider the adventure. Oh, we almost got the equalizer. You see the difference? You see, if you play this tactic, the way you're playing it right now is you're funneling play through the middle, right? Okay. Now, you're already playing a counter-attacking low block, no? So why are you so desperate to, work the ball through here, then go through here, then go through here? Like, damn long, man. It's got to take you a damn long time to score goals. Right? So when you play low blocks, right, your goal has to be to get the ball from here to here in 4 or 5 passes. So that's it. You don't want to take like forever to get there because the other team is going to be defending. So the thing is, if you're going to do something narrow like this, your only friend is the flanks. So you got to use the flanks. So what I did was I put a Maz here, put a Kai here, that's a creative fulcrum here, creative fulcrum. Don't play a track, not in a low block. You're carrying you too much to carry. Then what you can do is now you got options to cross the ball. See? So you got these crossing options as well. We almost got an equalizer. We didn't waste too much time. And CD also has another good role in this kind of a tactic. See, now you see how we can transition up the pitch. So we're transitioning up the pitch. Earlier, we barely transitioned up the pitch. Now I'm using a roaming. I'm using Boli, put a roaming playmaker where no roaming playmaker has gone before in a low block. Okay, I would say play a DLP here on support. Okay, but roaming playmaker is because I'm insane. If you want to play a safer setup, DLP, Carrillo. Okay, in my opinion, the best low block setup is going to be like this. Target forward, Shadow striker, right? You got 3 attack duties. It's not like you're gonna have a lot of attack duties in your team, right? Okay, so you got Mazala. Don't play Mazala. You can play Karel. Okay, you can play Mazala if you want. Then it becomes a creative decide. This is way better. And then this guy, we can't NCD. Don't waste time. Why you want to have like 1 CD? Yeah, give one. Tell one to use his brains. Tell one to use his guts. Okay, his whatever he's got between his legs. Okay, all right. That's the way you play. Low block. I tell you, one of the best roles in a low block I found is singularly right. Is the NCD role, but you don't want to play both of them. Otherwise, you're hoofing the ball all the time, right? NCD is brilliant in a low block. I've scored so many goals because the NCD decided, you know what? I ain't hanging on to this ball, man. I'm kicking the ball all the way to the other side of the pitch. Boom. And then if you got like a target forward, shadow striker combo, you got 3 fellas willing to run forward, and that's how you score a lot of goals. So in my opinion, this guy should be a target forward. This guy should be a shadow. Don't play Trequartista. Don't make it. You went to this whole shape thing. Don't give your team a choice to play whole shape. Go counter. You can definitely play regroup or counter press, right? So this is the one you uncheck. This is the one you uncheck, not this one. Okay. Then if you want to play player defense, fine. You drop opposition players onto you, but you are taking too long to pass the ball, right? So if you do something like this, which is a care. Let's say mess, and then do like a DLP, and don't play on defense, please. Play on support. So he moves up. You're too deep. Your defense is too deep already. Now what have you got? You got route 1 football from here and from here. You got a thinker who can bring the ball up and support play. You got these 2 roles going left and right. Maybe you put a mess here. Maybe you put a care here. Who's your creative player in your team, right? So you put one creative joker here. These 2 can work. Because I tell you, Mazala DRP combination is very nice. You know why? Because both of them are creators. So if you want a focus play left, boom, put it here. You got a very nice focus play left. Both of them can go one side of the pitch, hang on to the ball, pick the ball to this side of the pitch. And you got target forward, so you can hop here and hop here, right? Okay. So this will give you the whole, I want to bring the ball up with less than 5 passes. What you have done is slightly different. No? Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's something you have to bear in mind. Yeah, when you do this kind of tactics. Yes, you want to play a low block is different from other tactics. You've got a lot of low blocks here, but I'm going to take your low block. Right? Because I think there is something in this low block. Low block 4-2-2-1. Okay, so we got a whole low block collection going. DLP, I think this one can work. Because, let me see. Oh yeah, remove this, sorry. This one has to go, this one has to go, this one has to come down. Okay. And wait, I got others to remove. This guy has to stop doing this guy, because we don't want them running away and pressing players, no. Okay, we don't want all this. You want them not to go and, you want them to bring the ball out. You don't want them to like split the whole press up, because remember, this is a low block. These guys are coming. You don't want them to like straight away leave the group and then leave the center open, right? So you don't do that. Low block, you got to be, don't use any. This one, forget it. You don't need it. Okay, DLP is fine. So you look PI-less. Okay, so this is the one. 4I221, 4221. 41221 now. We're missing one number there. Okay, 41221. Okay, put it here. Low block 41221. Okay, done. Load. I have to delete the other one now. Where's the 4? This one. Okay, delete. Yeah, so I'm putting into the collection. Okay, all right. Next tactic. Okay, next. Oh, not from here. Okay, E. Stops right there. Boom. Okay, the other tactics I haven't taken them yet. They'll come in soon. Yeah, the ones that I shared with you, lah. The link I just shared with you guys, I'll be going to it. So start with highline, step up more later in the game, low to standard. The line, is it? Or yeah, the highlight. Okay, I get what you're doing. Okay, start with step up more. Okay, good. This is the beginning of his tactic. And then after that, once we lose, we do drop the line. Yeah, okay, good. I love that. I think that's a very smart way of playing. Okay, why would anybody want to change their defensive line in the game? The reason why you change your defensive line in the game is basically to stop committing your back line high up the pitch to support play. And what he's done is, at the start, he's got a high line with step up, most he's playing the offside trap. After that, he's taken off the offside trap and he's taken off the defensive line, so he expects his players to drop back. What you want to pay attention to are these 2 guys. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. I thought they were MCs at first, but they're not. Okay, so we got Karsdorp playing here. Let him play again. Got Cristiante, Bove, fine. Pellegrini, the useless. Okay, let's take out Pellegrini, the useless, and put Ushim Aouha. Yeah, I don't particularly like Pellegrini. Row provision, nice. This looks like one of... Okay, that's cuts inside the ball. That's fine. Why cut inside with the ball? Let's make sure he's got right foot. Okay, fine. Excuse me while I yawn. Oh, PIs. Okay, good. I'm not a big PI fan. I don't think you need to use a lot of PIs. Something missing for me in this. Hoping you can help. Hey, Bagaskara, I'm doing well, man. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay. All right. Let's look at where this tactic can go wrong. Okay. All right. First up, he's got defend duty when he shouldn't be using one. Okay. I'll tell you something, right? In most 4-2-3-1s, right, you don't ever have to have a defend duty. In fact, because the thing is, you already have so many players defending, the defend duty is not needed at all. Okay, you already got why you got no security in life. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players to defend? Dude, this is a 4-2-3-1. You don't need so many defend duties. Okay. In fact, what you want is in the game, right? In like it is in real life, right? When teams are attacking, they are attacking with numbers nowadays. So don't be surprised in Football Manager 26. You're going to find yourself making tactics, thinking about how am I flooding the 5 channels with players. So, in my opinion, this role should be an S. Support, at least support duty. Ball winning midfielder is a role that wants to win the ball high up. What are you creating instead? If you look at this, right? Once they move here, now it's no problem. Once they move here, he's too far behind. So you're going to have an issue. And the thing about 4-2-3-1s is this, right? Because you really only have 2 players, right? In the center. Now, what I like to do with these kind of tactics is because I have these 2 here and 1 here. I only have 3 here, right? So what I like to do is normally, all these 4-2-3-1s, I will decide where to add the focus play. So it's got focus play down the right. There is a major problem with the DM now. The DM should be on support. Because the moment you lose the ball on the right, your entire left flank is exposed. Because your defend duty is too deep. So you got this lopsided defense that you have to do. Okay. No, you don't, even if you're using a wing back and an inside forward, right? You don't need to use a defend duty. The best role in the world right now, right, is you don't need a defend duty. I'm telling you, the 2 best roles in back four systems right now is the fullback and the inverted fullback. This is nice, good, looking good. The DM is doing a really good job. Nice football. So far, it's doing quite well. The focus play is working. Nice. You see, this guy he's moving with the tactics, so far it's so good now. I'll turn into a DM support later. I will definitely turn into a DM support. Because the thing about this formation, the 4-2-3-1, okay, if you have got very good players, you play with 2 DMs, right? You play with 2 DM support, so it becomes a yo-yo, no? They go both, the tactic moves up, right? Very strong tactic moves up, and then you play underlaps, then you get a very strong push up the pitch. But when you play with a defend duty, you kind of lopside your tactic very badly. And then you open yourself up on the flank where you have your defend duty. And we scored already 1 goal, conceded 1 goal from here. You notice a lot of your goals conceded is going to come from here, where your defend duty is actually operating. There we go. The defend duty is not helping us. Literally not helping us. So we're going to have to turn him to a DM on support, and we're going to have to put a focus play on the left as well. And we're going to have to change this role up top, which is an attack duty, and turn him into a support duty. Give your tactic a lot more options to move up the pitch. Hey, Godspurs, how are you, man? For a long time I have not seen you. How are you doing? How's life in London? Or you don't live in London. You know, I would have met you so many times. I'm in London every year. No? I go to London almost every year. I'm surprised I've not met some of you. But usually I go very short trip. Nice. Woodwork. Lukaku. So far, so good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to speed it up, and then we're gonna look at the changes we need to make. What am I gonna do? Ball winning midfielder tells me I've got to push this tactic even here. Target forward, AP. Target forward here. Why would you want to use a target forward? Target forward with the AP, both of them will eventually drop. If a target forward, then maybe, okay, we're going to try something different, something I've not done for a long ass time. Two fellas coming up. We're going to win the ball higher up the pitch, right? Target forward, focus down the right, under left, focus play, under left. Mix the play up. This guy is going to hold up the ball, and then we got this guy. No need. We're going to go inside for attack, inside for attack. This is really aggressive now. Okay, so instead of just 1-2. Okay, if you're worried about this, right? If you go like, oh my god, he's gone crazy, then you know what you do? You just go invert the fullback. Okay, now you go a bit higher. This one, because okay, why have I gone like this? The gaps are a lot. See this? Do you see anybody next to these players? No, right? Okay, you can afford to push up. Okay, we got DM. Okay, let's go. We're gonna work ball in 2 boxes as well, and focus play down the line. Focus play down the left and the right. Let me think. Ball winning midfielder, DM, CD. Okay, let's go. Smalling. See where they are now. Now we're gonna depend on these guys, eh? Okay. Going up to London to watch Spurs. Nice. Okay, won the ball back really quickly. Angelino Bove, Cristiante, nice play. Inside forward comes inside, nice. Link up with the Dybala, the useless Dybala, can't even keep the ball. Okay. I'm trying something different, no? 2 inside, because I know these guys not coming up. These guys are not coming up yet. Okay, not enough. So we're gonna change this to fullback on support. As wingers, they'll come up. But inside forwards, or if you have support duty, yeah. So we gotta try them as inside forwards. We're still trying to get out the pitch. Oh man, this is gonna be terrible if we don't win this game. Okay, take out this guy and put in Steven O'Shawery. Where the hell did he come from? Paulo Dybala for Renato Sanchez, Brian Cristiante for Leandro Paredes. Who else can we bring out? Tammy Abraham for the useless. This guy, there's 4 changes. We're not moving up the pitch at all. Okay, we're gonna go much higher defense line because they are definitely defending. Run and pass into space. We got a goal there at least. But I don't think that. Yeah, you change the pressing forward. Don't play target forward. You can play a pressing forward, but yeah, pressing forward will be better. Pressing forward, poacher, all better roles than the target forward in this setup. But target forward not so good. You want the link up play. Target forwards don't tend to. I mean, yeah, if you're camping, work ball into box, hold shape, yeah, I would say target forward is still okay. But I would go choice pressing forward. Pressing forward would be okay. Yeah, pressing forward, not target forward. Don't play target forward. I wouldn't play target forward in a setup like that is attacking formation. At least I would try. I try not to. See now, what have we got? Pinky or tactic. Okay. Then after that we got the rest of your tactics. Go 1. 2, 3. Download. Okay. All right. So tactics, Brentford, low. Oh, I forgot to put it in. Will it work? I love those kind of questions. I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. I tell you, it's not gonna work. Low block like this doesn't work very, especially with a track. No way it's gonna work. But you got two guys who might be dropping, trying to create something. This is a very hopeful system. Yeah, it won't work. Wing back and defend, wing back and defend. You got too many defend duties. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what, you gonna hoof one over the top with the Libero? Nice. I think all these roles are not gonna help lah. Yeah. And somehow you got a Trequartista in there, even more champion. Already your team is doing a low block, and then you're telling them, might as well don't do it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Your file is a zip. You have to unzip it. I'm not unzipping a file here. Yeah. So you have to unzip the file and then send me the tactic. Please don't send me a zip file. Yeah. Yeah, I need take tactics. Okay, I don't know what else is gonna come in that zip file, baby. I don't want to go as scanning files when I'm doing the save. I hope you understand. Yeah. Because there have been some strange people who come to the stream. One guy deleted an entire folder once. Yep. The whole Dropbox tactics for the community got deleted by somebody once. I'm like, dude, seriously? I trusted you guys, no? See what I mean? Too many defend duties, lah. Way too many. No matter what, it's just way too many defend duties in this. Your TQ was a disaster. Don't play TQ lah in a low block. TQ in a low block plus a DLF on support and low block. Oh my god, this is even more disaster. No. Don't do that. No. Because you're gonna have already you're playing a low block, right? So the logic is this: you're all defending very, very deep. Okay. Your higher defensive line is meant to get players in support, not suddenly magically teleport them into the opposition half, no? Okay, they're not teleporting anybody here. Okay, so you only got one joker there up top, no? So the only reason why we're getting all these chances right now is because the opposition are so bad that we are allowed, even our defend duties, to get into the opposition third. Yeah. I wouldn't. Oh, cool, man. I would. Okay, so what are the roles I will remove here? Not roles. I will remove first thing I'll remove some of the rules. Okay. I would definitely play with a triple attack combination. Maybe AP and attack with 2 strikers. Okay, that's the first thing I'll do. The second thing I'll do, maybe even AP support. Then I can whack 2 between the lines. Okay, the second thing I will add is I will play with a DM on support with a Volante, a wingback on support, and a wingback on support. Because that's why we have the high defensive line. The high defensive line is there to get the wingbacks involved. And definitely kill the Trequartista. The Trequartista is not helping you. You want to play low block, use the roles for a low block. Okay, so we're going to come in here now and change this guy and tell him to forget it. We're going to come in here, maybe put a pressing forward here with an advance forward, or maybe even target forward and attack. Okay, with a pressing forward attack. I mean, advance forward, what a combination. I love this combination. So we got AP and attack. We don't want him to roam. Okay, so now we come in here with wingback. Don't play. Sit narrower means don't defend the flanks. Remember that. Okay, when the ball comes to me, I'm tucking in. I want to keep close to my midfielder and make sure that I don't leave space open in the center. How many players do we have in the center? Don't play that instruction. Sit narrow is about when you have the ball, I'm gonna go this way. But we already they don't need to do that. You want a role that will do that, then you play a complete wingback. Don't play a wingback on defense. You want to do that, you play, okay, let's do complete wingback support, complete wingback support. So I give you these two. This one will sometimes come inside, sometimes roam. So here we got BPD, LD coming here, DM support here. Okay, maybe we do a combination here for good love. Two hold positions. Okay, hold position, and this volante going forward. Okay, so now we don't. We come in here. We go direct. We go the high, not the highest tempo, or close to the highest tempo. So can be more disciplined. Maybe not. This way, our defense. Not your goalkeeper. You're assuming your goalkeeper has got a really long kick. Can't regroup, counter press. We're going to counter press when you have the ball, counter, distribute quickly. You want to do anything, distribute to the flanks because it's easier for the goalkeeper to hit this way and this way. High defensive and low block. Okay, fine. We're going to drop all the way. Step up. No step up more. No inverting cross. Okay, then, okay, let's go. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. In fact, I'm going to remove this to make it wing back. Okay. You wanna try something funky, okay? Try. I know you, Kimpi. You love funkiness in your tactic, so I'm gonna give you inverted wingback support. I know you like all this. The moment you see inverted wingback, I see a smile come. I can see the smile in your face from here. I just saw the smile. Okay. Focus play to the middle. I just saw the smile, man. You're smiling. We're gonna do DM support. Yeah. Then we're gonna give this guy take few risks. Yeah, we gotta try something different. I haven't done this yet. Take more risks. I see you smiling from here, okay? Don't lie to me. Okay. Yeah. All right, this is why. Because you have this fascination with inverted wingback. You know, every time when we do tactics, right? You're always coming to me, I want to play inverted wingback. Focus down the middle just brings more players towards the middle. You see, focus play is about having more players in the area of the focus so that you can pass the ball. That's it. So we put focus play domain means more players are going to be in the center to pass the ball. And your counter attacks will come through the center as well. Okay? All right, pass, run a defense. Play for set piece. Okay? Half time. We got to come back. We got to do a comeback, Joey, baby. We got to do a comeback, Joey. We got to go attack him with a low block. All right, let's do this, man. Now we got to throw the water bottle and get your act together. Let's see what happens. Either we lose big or we win big, man. But I know inverted wingback don't work in back five systems. Because you got the security of the three defenders. Because we got three defenders, you know. That's why it can work. Because now we got a diamond in the center and we also go focus play to the middle. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna put this into my low block collection first. Because we don't know, no. You know me, I got this whole low block thing going on right now. All my tactics are low block. So I have to add now. The moment I see there's a potential for a new one, I'm gonna add it. Where's the show related folder? You know how many folders we got here? Seriously, I got nothing better to do with my life, is it? Now, where's it gone? Where is it called a low block folder? Oh my goodness. I really know. BTB, no, this BYT. Where did I put the folder? Oh, I know. It's in Dropbox. I shared the folder with all of you. Yeah, Dropbox. All my low block. Not only on Discord, because you guys are willing to see me try all these experimental tactics. I only completed tactics I put on the public Dropbox folder. Experimental tactics all go onto my private Dropbox folder for the Discord for this. There's a reason behind it. You know why? Because I don't want you to delete it again. Somebody went and deleted all. You know what the guy did? He deleted not only the folder, no. Yeah, he deleted the whole folder, including the guides, the tactics, everything. Public folder. So I was like, never again. Okay, show related, right? Why do I call it low block? This Everton low block. Different tactic. Joey Chris. Yeah, the low block collection. Okay, all right. Now this one is it 5. Is it 5212? Low block 5212, right? Low block, low block, low block. Hey, Chase, how are you, man? Low block. Hey, how many times do I write low block? Verted win back. Special. With focus. Damn long title. Pep low block. The low block collection. Yeah, I enjoy low blocks now. Okay, what do we need to do? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. There we go. Chase the bugger. Boom, get in. Yeah, don't. Nice. Good defending. Because the Libero is the one dropping into the center. No, that's the reason why we got all these problems. Okay, Libero must have good bloody physicals. Agility, composure, 11, concentration. Okay, this is not the best Libero in the world. He got bad. Maybe this guy got a bit more. Anticipation, composure. Okay, all right. Guess forward whenever possible. I put you here. Let's see how Loriente performs in that position. Okay, Smalling has been demoted. I mean, the guy's got a name called Loriente, right? So he must be a good player. That's the logic I use when I play Football Manager. His name is Arrigo. Okay, he's a good player. His name was Facundo. There is no way I'm playing that guy. So that's how I got logic. Hey, it never fails to amaze me. Okay? Trust me. Look, you guys want to play the game with attributes. I play the game for names, man. Okay. We all have our moments. Okay, let's go. Tammy Abraham. They're better than Romelu Lukaku. Okay, don't waste time. Paulo Dybala. No, Dybala. Azmoun. You know, the Iranians were good players back in the day. Do not look down at Iranian players. Iranians are superstars. Angelino Spinazzola. This is even better name. Okay, all right. I remember Facundo. Bugger, I did a whole video on him. He said, my next Maradona. I still remember. I'll never forget this guy for the rest of my life. He's my next Maradona. The moment I did a video, you're my next Maradona, the fella stopped coming to training, skip the Champions League training, skip the Champions League semi-final game. What a news report came out, he was in a pub. He was in a freaking pub. Ever since that day, Facundo, I never signed Facundos again. Yeah. I mean, this is risky. This tactic, I still think that the best low block 5 back 5 is a 5-2-2-1 because it removes the center. And they are playing a 5-2-2-1. 5-2-2-1 is among the back 5s, right? The 5-2-2-1 is hands down the best one. Yeah, there are no other 5-2-2-1 comes close to it. Because we are playing focus play through the middle, no? And we cannot play focus play through the middle because these idiots have got all these players in the middle. I just noticed that. So we got to go the other way, So it's like when you play focus play to the middle and the opposition have got like 2 DMs and 1 playmaker, your focus play to the middle doesn't really work very well. Yeah. Because focus play moves players to the area closer to the focus play. Your counters are going to come to the same area. The Libero is a big mistake. Yeah, Libero is a bit of a mistake. You shouldn't play a Libero in this tactic. You should just go with the 3 amigos. Notice when I played mine, I had the 3 amigos. I just play 3 amigos. That's it. You're golden. So if I were you, I'll go white centre back, and ball playing defender. You do not play a Libero. Because the Libero is actually going to make a lot of movements that is going to cost you a game. See the gap open up because of Libero. Yeah, so don't play Libero. So if you want to play this, what you're doing something like this. White centre back. Yeah, white centre back, right? And this can work, no? Inverted wing back is going to come in, inverted wing back is going to... But they will play narrow, They won't go and sit in this zone. Yeah, and then if you want to be a bit more defensive, of course, you play AP on support. But, yeah. But, yeah. These defenders are bad. No, the tactic was bad. Yeah. White centre back on attack. No, white centre back on attack can work, but then you got to think about who's back there defending. But why would you want to start at this is one of the things as well. I don't really like white centre backs on attack because you know why? Paka is so deep, no? What do you think he can do on attack duty? Nothing much. Just one waste. So I know you just wanted to see how this tactic would do, but yeah, 5-2-1-2. Yeah, remove the Libero. Okay, remove the Libero. I think you remove the Libero will be much better because all the goals came. You notice, right? Libero. Libero move up, Libero move down, boom, finish, game over. So if you play a low block, right, you never play a Libero. You need to play with a sweeper, but this game doesn't give us sweeper. It give us Libero only. Sweeper stopper combination we don't have anymore, right? I mean, we have sweeper of sorts, but not stopper. Or rather, sweeper, not stopper. I always used to get the two confused on what's a sweeper, what's a stopper. Until today, I still don't know. Yeah. Public, come on, let's go. These are all your tactics. And on today's show, we are playing all of them. Yeah. God, I feel like I'm in a good mood. Except for Scottish Wall. I don't know what the Scottish Wall is. So we're going to delete it straight away. Thank you very much. Got to go back to the folder again. The Scottish Wall. We got Pizza Hawaii. Okay, that's it. We're playing Pizza Hawaii first because I want to eat something. Yeah. Boom. Alright, coming back in here. Boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. Shit, wrong place. Okay, come on here. Okay, download. No, wrong folder, idiot. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very good mood today. Because I got like kind of good news from somebody I care about a lot. So I'm so happy for her. All right. And then whenever she texts me, because we were oldest, dearest friends for so many years. And then I all good news. I was so happy for her. She calls me her mental sparring partner. Somebody in this world considers me a mental sparring partner. You know what honor that is? So I'm like, dude, seriously, you think I'm smart enough to handle a conversation with you? But yeah, first time a woman ever said that to me. You get shut down. Most women want to have conversations with me. Now I know why. You're not my equal. Like, okay, all right, where am I? Why am I doing here? This is the wrong folder, like idiot. Okay. Football Manager 24 tactics. Let's go. Come on, boys. You got a good tactic? I want to see it. BYT. Oh my goodness. We got all three. Okay, we got Hawaii Pizza first. That's the one. Nice. Okay, DM defend. Nice. Okay, don't play defend duty if you want to play low block here. Okay, you don't need it. But okay, I will. We gotta play this and then we're gonna make change. Overlap? No, you don't want to play overlap. You want to actually play underlap. You know why? Because these guys are in a half space, right? So you want them to hold up the ball. And this thing about inverted, inside forwards, right? Not inverted inside forwards, just inside forwards, is they will drive at boxes. So they got a higher mentality than wingers, for example. So this means that they are willing to take more risks. So they are gonna, dribble over the ball. 3v1 left fly with what WBC help. I don't know. I'm seriously, that's Kimpy. You think I understand code, is it? You think what? I am that intelligent to understand code. Apparently, I only communicate with women. Only one person in the whole wide world. I'm not with Kimpy, Kimpy thinks he can make me interpret what 3v1 left flank with WBC help. I'm like, huh? I am not that smart, Kimpy. Please save me. Adoy. Seriously, I'm like trying to figure out. Look, it's 9:45 p.m. Lucky it's not 2 a.m. in the morning. That would be enough for me to, okay, thanks for the stream, guys. I'm off. All right, let's go. Let's see how this tactic plays out. We need to make changes. We make changes on the fly. Okay, because I am worried about two things. The overlap. I don't think overlap is worth it. In the whole of Football Manager, I'm telling you right now, you know when I use overlaps? Because it was a cross-heavy tactic. Okay? That's the only time I play overlaps. I never play overlaps otherwise. Okay, the only time I have play overlap is when I play a target forward, advanced forward combination, and all I want to see are goals drop onto the head. And crosses drop into the end or goals drop into the head. So in this case, what I will do is I'll come in here straight away, underlap, because I forgot. Tempo, why shorting? But hello, excuse me, uncle. You know how far away they are or not? They gotta get this guy to visit this person. He needs a visa. Okay, that's how far away he is. So you want him to bring up the ball slowly, play a short pass to this guy, and he's not going anywhere. So his other option is to give a short pass to another guy who's not going very far. So when they get the pass, he's going to go, I need to play a short pass. Who do I play to? I play back to you. So don't play standard mix. Okay. My best advice for anybody playing this game is don't play short unless you and complain that you don't score goals. Okay. Play standard. Just play standard. You don't want to play short. Short as a thing was like really FM17. In FM17, yeah, I used to play short all the time. Because the game never handled defending. So all these attacking tactics that get possession did really well because you go into the opposition half and you just camp all day long. You send him an email about upcoming passes. What makes your syntax? I just read this thing. What makes your tactic in I rarely see people using a wide center back attack because it makes your tactic wide center back attack for 3v1 flank. Now I understand what Kim Pete meant because he was responding to that statement. Wide center back on attack, it's okay, but really, honestly, at the moment in Football Manager, doesn't really do as much damage as a Libero on support and a wingback on support. Because a wide center back attack is going to get up the pitch, right? And drop across, right? So I would play, I would not play a wide centre back. I'll play a Libero. So this one is opening. Let's go DM on support now. Okay, this CF on CF, inverted winger, fullback. We got PIs on your tactic. And then focus play. Tempo slightly higher. Be more expressive, remove. Play, I want to use wall passes. I mean, tick-tock, not go to the flank. Counter, regroup, I'm going to remove. Regroup, a lot of players are coming back, including these two. So I'm going to just remove like that. Much higher. Now we go lower, defensive line, step up more. Definitely. Now I know what's the problem. Okay, all right. If like this, with these three, what I'll do, you come to these guys. No wonder, all this nonsense. Don't do this in a low block. Already you got a low block. Don't add that. Don't add the mark specific position. Just remove that. Yeah. I still don't think this is there's a lot of options in this low block. Complete forward. Advance forward straight away. Okay. I don't think I don't think you can afford a complete forward in this kind of attack. Because complete forward also holds up the ball. Yeah. So don't use the only viable roles in a low block are pressing forwards, target forwards, and advance forwards. All the other roles you can't use. No point. Okay, especially a complete forward. It's too creative. You want players who don't think, don't want to involve others. They have to make a decision. It's either me or I go. Yeah. Or I hold out the ball for somebody who's not far away from me. I think you got to go complete forward, advance forward, target forward, or pressing forward. Yeah, we are stepping up. So back three, never play step up more. Offside trap. You saw the goal. You see what happened here? That's the reason why you don't play step up more. This goal in a back three, you see, they're never in a straight line. Okay, all three, they don't stay in a straight line. In a back four, they will always stay in a straight line. The two. In a back three, they will never do that. Okay, so when that happens, you play step up more, this is what's going to happen. Boom. Your line gets exposed. So then you got, this guy is the deepest, he's holding the line with this guy. And he moves up and you're in trouble. Watch out, your step up more is the reason why. There we go. This guy is actually higher than this guy. So you cannot play step up more in a back three. Never play a step up more in a back three. It's suicidal football. Yeah. So we consider another goal. We're gonna go attacking now. Cannot lose games. These two are too close together. We're going to change that soon. Nice. Okay, but yeah. No point waiting for support. We'll just ask them to go forward. But there's another one I haven't tried. No, I was thinking of inverted wing on attack, inside forward attack, inside forward attack, inside forward attack, inside forward attack, advance forward, or inside forward attack, and inverted winger attack, inverted winger and attack, and advance forward. Yeah, I don't think you should be playing the underlaps in this tactic as well. I think underlaps are added, right? Yeah. But I wanted to see whether it will work. I don't think it works. We're gonna go inverted. Yeah, I'm gonna go inverted winger, inverted winger. These are two creative roles. They might play this guy through. This guy is a wingback and support, wingback and support. They are gonna get high. They are gonna get involved. So now I'm gonna go much higher. And we are definitely counter pressing because we are playing a back five. No point waiting for the wingbacks to come back. That's why in the back five system, right? When I play back fives with wingbacks, right, there is a 90% chance I never play with regroup. I always play a counter press because my wingbacks are to come back and defend. There's a lot of work for my wingbacks to do. So I might as well just play counter press high up the pitch. So they don't have to come back. Then I get a better attacking transition like this. They have to defend. I already got 3 players back. So I don't need the extra player. See, I don't need those wingbacks to hustle to come back if I lose the ball. Because all I'm doing is I can keep pressure on the opposition. So when you play like low blocks, right, what you want to do is play this attack, like combinations of attack duties, right? A minimum of 2 to 3. In fact, what we've done is we created 3. But here's the rare time I use inverted wingers because it's a low block. I need creative players. So I don't expect them to play a big role in creating goals, but I expect these guys to create goals because half the time they are the ones. These guys are going to come up to lend support so that they become free to play the pass. And why did I play on attacking mentality? Because on attacking mentality, my transitions are going to be faster and I'll be taking risk, right? Now, the other thing that you might want to consider is this, right? When you play this, I just remembered, I saw the transition, I was thinking about it. Now I've forgotten what I was thinking about. There was something else I wanted to say. Now I can't remember what that is now. I can't remember what it is. It was there. Oh, yeah. In a back five system, the work rate, especially in a low block, right? Which is the reason why Erik ten Hag failed miserably with Manchester United, okay? Is because Erik ten Hag also plays low block. FYI. Is your DMs, the 2 DMs, they must both go up, must both come down. And they have to have enormous work rate stamina. Right? If they don't have stamina and work rate, right, they will struggle. So we have a problem. It's called Cristiante. He might have a lot of stamina, but he's got low aggression and low acceleration, which means I cannot rely on him. So we got to look for somebody else. Bove, come on, you beautiful person, you come. You are the one I need. Okay, we got Paredes. Paredes is a red card magnet. That's the only problem with him. Okay. I'd rather play him as a ball-winning midfielder. You need aggression. You need aggression in Football Manager. Aggression is damn important. Especially in a low block. A low block needs aggression. You need your DMs to be willing to fight for the ball. So you need them to have high work rate and willing to fight. See, the wing backs right now, look at how they're playing. Look at where they are. That's why you play on a much higher... You see, counter press and much higher defensive line, are the best friends of a low block back five system. Okay, the best low block back five systems are the 5-2-2-1 and this form back five. Okay, this back five is actually quite good. Quite decent. The worst one is the 5-2-1-2. Yeah, that has got all kinds of problems. You got to think about focus play. You got like shit, man. You got to go through the middle. Then you end up with 2 DM systems, and you go like, oh my god, how am I gonna penetrate the 2 DM middle? This tactic is different. These guys, hey, dude, I'm only going down the flanks. So the other instruction you can add Yeah, you got focus play already. That's it. Okay, now what we want to do is drop it all the way down to balance because you don't need to play attacking. So now, because I showed you my point. Okay, I already showed you the point. So you in this kind of low block systems, you can really attack because you can play on balance. You can play on a mentalities of what when you shift the mentality, you're actually shifting your block slightly. So Angelina with the ball goes to both ways. You see what I mean? I love these focus play instructions in a low block. That's why. Because we get around a lot of the DM's problems that we have. Then you have a back three, right? Look at how well. This is the reason why we play counter press. You see what happened to the front three? You count from the moment you lose the ball, count 10 seconds. And 10 seconds in real time, please. Okay. So you come inside here, do this. Count in 10 seconds. Okay, he loses the ball. You gotta go and watch it in sideline view. No, this is too slow. Okay. I think it's here. Okay. 1, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. That's why you play counter press. Because your wing backs are high up the pitch, right? They will track. Why do you want to play regroup? You wanted to drop into position and then start defending. Counter press. Because they're going to drop into position, they're going to counter press, meaning going to chase the fella anyway, and they're going to get into position. Which is better? So that is why you play a counter press low block for a back five system. Anybody who says plays regroup, wrong. In a 4-4-2 system like that, yeah, then I would go, 4-4-2 is different, right? 4-4-2 because you got midfielders, right? So ML fullback, right? So regroup in that one makes a lot more sense because they're not going to be that high up the pitch, right? They're not that far to go back. Feeling better today? Okay lah. Yesterday, I went to see a doctor. Doctor also said, guess what? No, I've been playing so long. I didn't know, no. I've been playing a long time with a crack in my elbow. At first, I thought it was a tennis elbow. Then my doctor, when I did full range of motion, right, he said, Daljit, you've been playing tennis and pickleball with a crack elbow. Then he asked me, because he remembered a couple of months back, right? I went pubbing in Singapore with my friends, and I was so. They made me finish that night a bottle of red wine, a bottle of gin, a bottle of whiskey. Okay, all right. They were so happy to see me. They wanted me to make a fool of myself and get drunk. These are my friends. Who needs enemies? You got friends like this. Okay. So as I was walking out for I decided to take a walk for a reason or two. And then, I kind of slipped. I didn't fall. I didn't stumble drunk. I just, like suddenly your shoes, right? They get caught in a grip on the floor and boom, and I fell. And I fell on this elbow. So I landed on this elbow. Yeah, it was just a big blob of blood. But I didn't know that. I mean, for a while I felt some pain, but I didn't think it was serious enough. Then for a week or two later, I realized, you know what? I don't get full motion in this guy anymore. So I was thinking, I pulled a muscle. For a long time, I think I pulled a muscle. So I started playing tennis more seriously and all other sports. And that's when the doctor went, hey, dude, seriously, you didn't know you broke your elbow. So I was like laughing and laughing and laughing. So this is how I started with tactic. Honestly, this is the way I would play the tactic. But in this tactic, when you play your tactic, so you got this combination. You can also go, I would recommend advance forward or pressing forward. Yeah, but advance forward is better, especially if we do this. That's the final piece of your puzzle for your low block. Okay? Because these guys, this DLP is also going to play a true ball. So in your low block, right, you generally want to play pass into space. Okay? And then if you're chasing for the goal, you'll be doing this. Okay, so if you have a player, low blocks are very, very good. If you have like the strategy where you want to defend for 90 minutes, or you're defending for 70 minutes, 45 minutes, waiting for the AI to get tired, right? Okay. And then with 145 minutes to go, right? You bring on your attack duties. You bring on those guys who are attacking the space, fresh legs. That's when your low block will shine the most. And then if you become the kind of player that goes, you know what, I really want to score goals. You got a combination of players at the back. That's one of the reasons why these back five systems can be quite fun to play. Yeah. You got NCD, NCD, NCD. And you know what? The NCDs in this back five. That's why I like the 5-2-2, the 5-2-2-1. Because it's got 3 NCDs, right? You can turn to. And then in front, right, you got target man, shadow striker, shadow striker. You know the NCDs, when they pass the ball, they're passing it to the line of the target forward and shadow striker. So that's how I would set up your tactic. So yours quite, don't play complete forward. I will go, the issue that your low block has is you don't have enough attack duties. So play in all these attack duties. And don't play so, defensive. This is fine. Here, I will play wide centre back as an option, or I will play ball playing defender is fine. They'll go this way. Yeah, they play the balls. So and don't have any like funky, all this nonsense throw away. They're never a low blocks friend. It doesn't work, okay, for 90 minutes. FYI, mark specific position. Anybody who tells you it works for 90 minutes is mistaken. All you gotta do is watch the game in 90 minutes, because nobody does, right? Yeah, because nobody's gonna prove it. They're not gonna sit down there and go, I'm going to prove that Dalji is wrong. I'm going to watch the game for 90 minutes. You know who has watched the game for 90 minutes for all these instructions? Me. Okay, it works for spasms of time in the game, not for the whole damn 90 minutes. Okay, because this game doesn't have man marking. Because a long time ago, but you will find that at occasions, right, this mark specific position is working and it's tracking the player. You know which one works really well? You go in and you come in here and then you mark specific player. Once, right, I did this on my tactic and I submitted it to SI. There was a very funky thing that happened during the game. It didn't happen for 90 minutes. It only happened for a certain transition where all the players are a few players are out of position, right? So I sent in a bug to SI and I was laughing because I knew what I've done. I intentionally put a man marking inside to make sure that the SI guys were on the ball. And then, because they do respond to me when I send a bug. When I send in bugs, they actually respond. Okay, they will communicate with me directly. Okay, and the guys came back to me and says, "Hey, we have to. Yeah, there's some strange things happening." And say, "Yeah." Then I was keeping quiet. Then I decided, better tell them the truth. Then I thought I actually have man marking on. I just want to make sure people are paying attention. See, they actually pay attention. Right, so don't think that SI don't look at tactics. They do. If you send in a bug, they actually do look at everybody's bug, especially if you put in a lot of information on your bug. Right? If you do if you think there's a bug and you say, I did this, it's not working as designed, SI actually do look at it. Yeah. In case people are wondering, they do. So whenever people tell me SI don't look at bugs, I actually get quite annoyed because they actually do. All right, so we're done Pizza Hawaii. So now we're going to do mid-block. So we're going to move on much faster. Mez. Now we just go look at tactic, go fullback attack. This is fine. There's nothing wrong. This is a good tactic, man. Mid-block. I think what you want to do, focus play. Nice. Why winger? Okay, that can work. Advanced work can work. Yeah. Mez, CM. I think, right, if you're doing a focus play on the right, what you want to do, this, okay. Okay, I mean, both work. I'm not saying they don't. But if you want a bit more creativity to create this, I will move the Mazzara to this side and CM to this side. But in doing so, you kill the right side a bit more because this guy is holding his position. This guy is not. This guy is going to end up here. So in this particular scenario, he ends up here, which is kind of good. I would change his tactic, no? This is fine. Maybe tempo can be higher. That's the only difference I make. No? And then run at defense, pass into space. This is your best friend. Because run at defense, pass into space opens defenses up. If you have players attacking the space. Otherwise, it's just I'm giving the ball to the AI. So Cristiante will play him here. Paredes will play there. Pellegrini, useless, will play him there. We'll play Hussein Mahwa here for fun. We don't know if he's going to play well in that role. Huh? We're just hoping for the best. Sean the Militant, was that your tactic just now? I don't know whose tactic it is. So even in chat, you just let me know. Be nice. Otherwise, I'm talking, talking and the kind of thing. I don't know who I'm talking to. It'd be nice to know whose tactic is whose. Okay, we're going 2D Classic. We're going to watch on key highlights. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to speed up the game. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Mid blocks, right? The issue with mid blocks is you want to have the transitions to be fast. So tempo needs to be high. Cannot play on normal. So you're pushing the tempo a bit more. The other thing is, when you got this defend duty, it's already holding position. You really want him to stay back, is it? All time. So if your priority is to defend, yeah, okay. But if you need the tactic to move up the pitch, then I will unleash this guy. But since this guy is holding his position and he's not going up here, then this is fine. So you basically got a step on the you got a step ladder on the right, no, not on the left. Because the DLP is holding his position, this guy is holding his position. So you got, this guy has gone up here, right? So your biggest worry is going to be, how do you get the ball here? Okay, so these guys have to move the ball. So you notice one thing, right? So you're paying attention to the transitions involving the right side later. So I put Hawa there. I know he's more attacking. That's easy. I mean, look at that. Fight technique is fine. Yeah. What else can you do? I mean, this is like, since we're gonna do a funk, then you can go work and low cross. 4-3-3. 4-3-3s are defensively okay. They're sound. There we go again. Focus play, and he goes all the way. So he ran defense. He ran all the way, like a hero that he is. There we go. Boom, goes back. Focus play. Focus play. All these players on this side. Cristiante, wise pass. See the Bazar? They had to find him with a long pass, right? Nice, good try. Your tactic doesn't need any more changes. Yeah, that's it. I will leave it at this. But I can tell you one thing. Okay. These kind of tactics, right? You don't want the attacks to be that fast, right? Come, poacher. Boom. Now what you have is a tactic where the transitions aren't that fast. With a poacher, what the poacher will do is he's going to involve others into play. So now you're going to move high up the pitch. So for me right now, I know there are some people that say you should never change roles in the game of War Manager. Those guys are talking. Don't listen to them. Role, you already have to worry about a person's positional familiarity. You don't have to worry about his role. Okay, you can play poacher. If he can play any role. Like, oh, okay, he plays his role well, he plays his role well, he plays his role well, he plays poacher, he plays like he doesn't play a poacher well. So we're going to change him now. Okay, well, we're going to play pressing forward. Pressing forward. Yeah, pressing forward. Make him do some work for a change. So I'm looking for a role that moves into channels. And it's not a focal point of attacks. Meaning I don't get the ball from back to front very quickly. So when does FM26 release? October, November? Most likely November. And you'll probably start getting news on FM26 by what month is this? July, right? Most likely next month. I have a feeling SI is going to start giving us news on FM26. Very soon it's August, right? So they've got, the reason why I'm saying all this is because of the number of features that they have. Okay, so based on the block, now remember their block, they had they had the thought of match engine, the UI, right? So there's one piece of information a month, right? Okay, so one piece of information a month, which makes it most likely that they will do a drip. I say, 4 features, right? 4 months, right? There's a logic in my head now, okay? Okay, so they're on the top of 4 big features, they got 4 months. So I think August will come out, September, October, and then the game will launch in November. I think pre-orders will start in August. Most likely. The big announcement will come. That's why I'm in a good mood. I think FM26 is coming. And then all the big fights I have with people are all gonna start. You're playing Football Manager. You know what to do. Such is life. So I think 4-3-3s, the inherent problem of 4-3-3 is always going to be, how do you get more players involved in the attack, right? Okay, so this is the problem most people have. So normally what I do is, I've got a diamond, right? So what I do is I get this guy to attack the center, see him on attack. Or Mazzala on attack in this case. You are using Mazzala, right? So I go Mazzala on attack. Okay, he goes up, right? This guy, support. Okay. So what will happen? This guy's on support, right? You see this guy going up? Libero. Bang. He goes up. This guy, we don't need him to do anything more than just do this. Inverted fullback. And then I add an underlap here. To emphasize, I want to create more chances. So what I have now is a 3-man defense with this guy being a pendulum in the attack. So this is the way you can actually turn your back, your 4-3-3 into a more attacking system. Because then you have a back three. Because this guy is not really helping you until you go camping. So why do you bother then? Just push it through the middle. Yeah. Really pre-order? Look, honestly, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah. Look. Would you pre-order with such little information? I wouldn't know. To be fair, I wouldn't pre-order anything in my life if I have so little information. Okay. If anything else, you guys should be watching the first few streams of anybody. Like, I will definitely get the game. Come on, I'm playing Football Manager. So I will definitely get the game. So if I were you guys, I would just go, you know what? I'll wait. Try a demo. There might be a demo, so try a demo on. Oh, black people will call no. It's what do you call it? Nature. Yeah, that one is also they delayed. They're supposed to come out in October. Supposed to come out October, I think. Because they already did an update, right? They did a content update, right? So they're not gonna add any more information. So let's come in here. Bing. Okay, look at our tactic. Let's see. All right. Let's see our tactic. What's this? Much higher defensive line. Let's get stuck in step. Okay. Underlap here. Boom. Use wall passing. Don't use the flanks. You're not a flank attacking tactic. So I would do this. Focus play on the left. Wingback is coming this ACM. You get most of this group moving to the side. Box to box is going to end up here. CM is going to end up. Winger is going to end up here. This guy should come in narrow. Nope. Remove this. This is my opinion. I don't bother with the rest. Okay, come inside with the ball. Or play complete wingback on support. And then let's see whether it goes this way or that way. Okay. I would definitely not have marked. I will never use this right now. Cross him center. Don't waste your time. CD, take more risk. Don't. You want to take more risk, just come in here. Why you want to do that? Because come in here, ball playing defender. You want them to kick the ball long. Okay, then play NCD. Otherwise, don't do this. Take more risk. Because PIs do not change the role for 90 minutes. They only change role for some of the time. There's no such thing as a PI. Tackle harder in this position is a major no-no in the game. Move into channels is ting, ting, ting. Does he need to move into channel? Ting, ting, ting. No, right? Because there's no other players beside him. This guy's going to go this way. Why do you want him to roam? Move into channel. Then move into channels. Tackle harder. Out. Roam. You don't need to move into channel. Roam into this. You're creating too much movement in your tactic. Roam into position is not so bad. But you end up in a lot of places that you don't want him to be in. No. Yeah, that's a problem. Wing on support. Cross him center, run wide with ball. Winger's already going to run wide with the ball. Don't cross him center. Why cross him center? You're hoping that some of these guys get into the center. No, let them make the decision. They cross him deep, crossing center. No. Advance forward. This is a hoofball. If you want this to be a hoofball tactic, then you do this. Hoofball. Boom. But the problem is this, right? Yours is not a hoopball tactic, no. Yours is a very attacking tactic. No, don't do prevent shot goal. This guy's going to come out, this guy's going to come out, this guy's going to come out. Then you're going to leave it so open, they're going to play one ball, then you're in trouble. You might as well do this and without prevent shot goal distribution. Shorter passing, higher tempo, tick-tock, and you want to hit a long one. Then you turn this guy into a register. Then turn this guy winger, wingback. Play for set pieces, okay. Mixed passing, don't play short. Low crosses. See, this all don't make sense to me, Play mixer. You only do low cross if you can get to the box. Roll it out, you want to 6. Okay. So you want to kick it, right? Even a dribble S is just this. Dribble S is dribble S. Here, there's an instruction called dribble S. Yeah, don't add anything else. So if you don't want that, You just play like that. You don't dribble less. Like you want the ball to move faster than the man, then you play dribble less. You don't have to add dribble less. You don't have to do all mark position or to bother attacking. This role, okay, what's going to happen is a lot of your balls are going to go straight to the guy up top. No? So if you want that to happen, then a lot of your instructions run counter to your choice of roles. Like for example, what ball into box, low crosses. Then why do you have advanced forward? Because they're just going to kick the ball to him. He's just going to go for goal and try to score goal. So if you want him to walk ball into box, then you do this, pressing forward. You're going to ting, 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 ting. Wait, ain't going to go and do it. Go and join the party. Dribble less. CD, take more risks. It's just occasionally he's going to move. But I would definitely recommend that you don't play that. You just play CD. That's it. You want dribble less? It's here. Okay. Yeah, so if you want, then leave it like that. So I would just change it to this. Box to box is going to come out winger. In fact, you got focus play as your biggest friend, this tactic. Because focus play on the left and the right, these guys, box to box will come here. Regista, he's going to hold the center and he's going to shift here to support your play with the focus play. So if the ball goes to the right, Regista is going to come here and hang around here. All right. Now, one of the things about this tactic is he's going to come here, he's going to stay here. Now, what if you could get a situation where you get a 4 in the center, then you play Libero, and these two guys stay back. Fullback on attack, you're going to keep the ball, right? Do positive. There's a lot of shorter passing in positive. And then play with set pieces. Much higher defense. That's how I said. That's how I play it. Whether it works or not, I don't know. I'm just putting a lot of literally have to change half your stuff in your tactic. Can 5-channel attack? No, cannot work. 5-channel attack is only an attack. That's why it's attack. 5-channel just puts like because a low block, it won't work. Because the idea behind a 5-channel attack in a low block is the idea behind a 5-channel attack is so they go camping and then you occupy all the channels like Pep Guardiola does, like Arne Slot does, like Ruben Amorim tried to do and failed miserably. Okay, all right. So those are tactics that play on a higher line. You notice that the only time you will eventually occupy all 5 channels, even if it's a low block, if you have like wing backs, full backs, and you play a higher defensive line. Okay, you will. But if you play a low defensive line, then you won't. Yeah. So you can get a 5-channel attack, but you cannot like go. Because the idea behind a 5-channel attack, the way I do it is I don't even want the opposition to get a chance to use the ball from the back. But you are allowing them to bring the ball forward. So you got to think about when I have the ball, that is the reason why we have a higher defensive line. Because our higher defensive line is going to go higher up the pitch so that when we bring the ball up, we have players in all 5 channels. One of the strongest tactics in football match is actually the 4-1-4-1. It is one of the strongest tactics. It's a very, very solid tactical system that can work in many, many ways. One of the other ways I actually play this tactic is I play like this. Is where I go psycho. Have you seen the tactic start, right? This is my psycho version of this tactic. I don't see the point of these guys getting involved. This guy, I don't know whether you got energy or not. Box to box is coming here. Mazzala is coming here. Okay, we can go box to box as well. Okay. He goes up. This guy comes in the middle. This guy goes out here. This guy goes into the box. I mean, can try lah. This is freaking unique. This is the first time I've done it like this. Normally I do is Mazzala, but this is the first time I'm doing a double box to box and a roaming playmaker in the center. Let's see what happens. So our tempo is going to be not so high anymore. So tempo is going to drop a lot. Boom, boom. Okay. Stand. And then we're going to play with pass into space. Okay, let's try this. That is a very weird tactic. That is called a goal. My weird tactic doesn't look very good. But this guy is my yellow. I'm going to take him off. Anybody can play. Leandro Paredes. Okay. Bove around. Bove back. I don't even know Dika can play as a Libero. So that was better. The first version was way better because the first version has got focus play and support, and we get numbers. This one doesn't have numbers in it. No. I'm going with the F9. Maybe I'll just go put. I may just play pressing for an attack. I think F9 is a waste of time. Lukaku can't play that role anyway. So I think pressing for is way better because you got a channel move and this guy doesn't do. It's like I'm trying my very best to get these two guys behind these two and then get behind this tree, which is stupid. So I think the best one was the earlier one. We get full numbers. This is a wing-based tactic. I'm looking for crosses, but they're gonna run into trouble with these two and these two very close. So these guys are gonna come up high up the pitch. So the first version I did for you is better. The second version is not. Lukaku is a F9 is the ultimate joke of the year. I should have known better. The moment I had Lukaku as an F9, I realized even the game, like, oh my god, you want Lukaku as an F9, you're gonna lose. Last tactic. So I think the changes I recommended before I made the more bizarre changes after that is better. Okay, we got the chaser your tactic 4-4-2. Finally getting it right. Okay, 4-4-2s. Box to box, CM support, winger support, inverted single winger wing back. Okay, works. No need to change, man. I like this tactic. It's a winger-based tactic with run defense and crossing. Yeah, okay, go. Definitely works, man. Yeah, this tactic works. 4-4-2s are quite straightforward for Football Manager. They are very straightforward tactics. You can play CM support, box. I play CM support, ball winning midfielder, ball winning midfielder. CM attack, DLP support is the most like in Football Manager right now, right? The easiest tactic, right, to master is actually the 4-4-2. It's because as long as you understand it, you got no issues. So we got Dybala. Oh my god, Dybala. We'll put pressing forward to be this guy. Two fellas with height. Please, oh my god, you are another one with mark specific position. I do seriously. I'm gonna take it out. Okay, I just gotta take all these mark specific position. I honestly hate this. I'm going to leave the others. I tackle harder, please don't have it in the center. Okay, I'm going to remove that as well. I'm sorry, I'm taking them all out. I don't see the need of tackle harder in the middle. Yeah. If you actually want to do tackle harder, right, you know what I do? I play two ball winning midfielders in the center. You don't need tackle harder. You already got a role doing it for you. And you got a role doing it for you on 90 minutes. Okay, and you have a player with good technique, intelligence, right? Decision making. Anticipation, concentration, marking, tackling, aggression, and technique, right? Then you play a ball-winning midfielder. Whoa, I'm telling you, right? 4-4-2 ball-winning midfielder is one of the best 4-4-2s in the game. Easily the best, hands down. Because it's so high up the pitch that you win the ball, right? A lot of teams get into this, oh my god, situations. And you're playing in the opponent's half, no chaser. So it's a lot of fun. But 4-4-2's Football Manager are too strong. Way too strong. They are right up there as a top formation in Football Manager. But they're so good, right, that not many people can play them well. I have yet to meet anybody who's I seen even like in online competitions, right, play a 4-4-2 that has impressed me. Yeah. Because you got so many options, 4-4-2 is crazy, Okay, I'm gonna have some fun with your 4-4-2. Like I like 4-4-2s. So I'm gonna go ball winning midfielder. I love this role. This is one of the most craziest roles in the center. We play high up the pitch and we bully people. Paredes, I love him. This guy he's already got dives into tackles. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if they get sent off, right? Because I think one of the reasons why people don't use that role is, interestingly enough, when they play the game, right, I do not want to use dive into tackle. I say, why? Because you're gonna get sent off. I say, really? No. Then why do you have tackle harder? No, because I want him to, get in and tackle. But don't you know that dives into tackle and tackle harder is like equals? It's equal. So why go use your ball winning midfielder? So Bove has got a yellow card. He committed a foul outside the area. That's the only thing. But I want to see it. I want to see how this tactic does. But I like ball winning midfielders. But when I use ball winning midfielders, because we're playing so high up the pitch, I rarely use wing backs. I use full backs instead. But your tactic is fine, huh? I wouldn't change it. Huh? Yeah. I will not change that tactic in a million years. The tactic is fine. We swap you and you. Huh? Okay, because this guy is more creative. I'm going to go... no, I'm going to leave it like this. Much higher, is it? I'm going to remove this. Because we already don't need it. And then we're going to go... I'm going to go... your tactic is fine. I'm not going to change roles and duties. But I only took out the... what was the thing again? What did I take out? Mark specific position. Because you don't really need it in your tactic. Okay, so we're going to take out this yellow card. Because we can't afford yellow cards. Okay. In the center. Whether or not is play with high aggression or not, it affects your tactic. So that's why I moved that player to that side. Yeah, another goal. Okay, so what we can do now, see, we score another goal and we got this yellow card, right? So what can I do? Never mind, I'll leave it. Okay, I'm too lazy to change. But your tactic works. You can change to ball winning midfielder also, I think. Yeah. You want to tackle hard, go ball winning midfielder. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this role is singularly one of the best roles in the game of 4-4-2. But I've yet to see people have the gumption to try it. They all like, go along, cannot, get a yellow card. I'm like, dude, seriously? You don't get yellow cards. You can play high up the pitch. You know how much? You can do all kinds of funky things, no? Okay, I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to go target forward on attack now. Okay, in your tactic. Now I got a focal point of attacks, no? So we win the ball, right? This guy is going to boom the ball. This guy might boom the ball. Okay, let's see what happens. I mean, it's only Pescara, you know. Not like they're the hardest team to beat, but it's quite fun. It's quite fun bullying teams. Okay, Karsdorp, who's your... Karsdorp doesn't have a friend. Okay, who are you? Spinazzola. Okay, come here. Spinazzola and Zeki, wherever you are. I have no clue who those two players are. I'm just substituting for the sake of substituting. I got another substitute. Christiansen, give him something useful to do in his life. I go play as a winger. Okay, Dybala, demoted. Dybala, you're out there as a winger. No, I don't want to run so much. Okay, you got no choice. This is how comfortable you can play a 4-4-2. Because of the double ball winning midfielders, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, we drew Pescara, you piece of toad breath. Okay, we're gonna go up to attacking now. We're just relaxing now. I'm intentionally playing all these fellas. Dybala, I don't think I can play here. Yep. There's a positional familiarity penalty when you do that. I did it. Sometimes I like to do this in tactics to see where my problems are. Like Paredes, ball winning midfielder, won the ball very high up the pitch. That is the reason why this role is so good. Especially if you're playing higher defensive lines, right? You want that player to win the ball high up the pitch. I'm just showing you. This is Dybala on the right flank. So there's a penalty for positional familiarity in this tactic. So the mistakes that most people make is like picking the wrong players for the wrong roles in 4-4-2. That's it. The best role, since you're tackling harder, go and play with what is it called again? You can play with ball winning midfielder. But if you like this is fine. I mean, we were romping all over their team, right? Then I decided to go and play a lot more aggressively. But I know why you did this. Ball winning with box to box comes here. This guy is holding his position. Your tactic was created with a zigzag pattern. So I went and broke your zigzag pattern by creating something entirely crazy. The ball winning, and to do that, I should have flattened this, right? I didn't flatten this. So my mistake was I did not flatten this. So if you wanted to do ball winning, you have to flatten this. I didn't. I already now noticed a swoosh defense here. Unfamiliar position is very bad in Football Manager. You don't do that. Unless your tactic, right? So sometimes I like to do these kind of changes when I'm trying a tactic, right? To see if I immediately concede a goal or I don't concede a goal. But to me, I believe, right? I have no Okay, I have no empirical evidence to back me up. This is what I call just gut feeling. After playing the game for bloody 20 years, every time you make a change, there's a highlight that's coming. I know that SI put a lot of efforts. They actually have a person in charge. His job is producer highlights. Okay. His job is to produce the highlights of SI. So it's a big thing for them. So, but when you go to key highlights, right, on Football Manager, it shows you the most pertinent highlight. So sometimes when I play on key highlights, it's really important for me because I want to know if there's a positional familiarity cost in a tactic. So if I take out a player and I put in another player and put in a role, I know that the positional familiarity cost is very high for this tactic. Sometimes I play a fullback who's now plays a winger into that position, right? Everything in my bones say, everything in my body says that you shouldn't pay a high price because the difference between a fullback and a winger ain't that much. It's just a positional familiarity, right? In this tactic, it's not much, no, for a winger and a MR, no. But the way I did my changes with two ball winning midfielders, the position, the penalty for position familiarity was very high. So that's how I use. When I'm looking at a tactic, right? That's how I go into a tactic and go like, oh, you know what? This tactic I can't it's already locked in the best rules and the best way I set it up. I can't mess with this by putting in the wrong player. So sometimes it helps. What's the suitable training routines for that tactics? No, there's no suitable training. Just go and get. Honestly, right? There's no such thing in this game as a specific training for a specific tactic. You set up the if you don't know anything about training, leave it to the S-man. That's my best advice to most people. If you are if you're a player like other players that spend years playing this game, then training is about improving the attributes in your squad to allow them to play your style of football. I mean, what kind of football do you want to play? I like to play all kinds of freaking tactics in my game. So for me, mental attributes are very important. Anticipation, concentration is very important. So all my training schedules have a prime focus on anticipation, concentration. Then I figured out that if my training schedules can work like this, then I realized all these people are changing tactics all the time. If they're changing tactics all the time, or they want to, go from this tactic to that tactic, then anticipation, concentration is actually really important and easy for them. So, then you add transition restrict to your schedule. 2 sessions a week and you're done. Then you'll be fine. Have you seen Momo's friends? I thought he played well. Say out loud. I think he's playing really well. He's impressed me in the AC. He also impressed me in the AC Milan match. Today is Yokohama, right? Yokohama, they had Ekitike for about 45 minutes. He did some interesting runs, but I have a funny feeling, right, that Ekitike is going to be playing in positions he's never played in before, which is a bit scary because Liverpool look like they're going to be signing another striker and a defender. Yeah. And I'm hoping that Liverpool go out there and get either Jorel, Hato, Gui. I mean, there are only 3 defenders I'm looking at now. Hato, who's also a target of another Premier League team. Guehi is not bad. Okay, he's quite good. In fact, Guehi will be the best signing for them because he's English. Okay. And then finally, we got Broadway. So these are the players I hope Liverpool sign or to get in. Gumoha, right? Former Chelsea player. He left Chelsea because he wants to start playing. He believed by coming to Liverpool, he stands a better chance of getting first team action. He is not a player who's going to be happy if Liverpool poached him from the Chelsea academy. They did. They poached him from the Chelsea academy. I guarantee you this much. If he does not play enough game time this season, he's going to leave the club next season. He has so much self-belief. I'm telling you, this is the next Ballon d'Or. No? Muma is the next Ballon d'Or. We have the next Ballon d'Or in our youth team right now. Yeah, Ekitike, I won't be surprised. Ekitike has been identified as the Mo Salah replacement. Because he likes to come in from the right? So he and Salah are really connecting. I like Ekitike, the signing. He's got pace, he's got skill on the ball, he has got awareness of where to be. He links up play with other players. So I'm looking at the situation going, Ekitike and Mo Salah, they might change, no? They might, Ekitike might, Javi Elliott is not going to be a Liverpool player this season. I guarantee you he's leaving. Because there is no chance on earth that Javi Elliott is ever going to play now. Ekitike is there. Because Ekitike can play he can play in front and he can play on the right. Because Florian Wirtz and Zoboslai are going to be playing the center. Luis Diaz's position is going to be taken by Cody Gakpo and whoever Liverpool have in the U team. And you know who's in the U team is going to be playing that position? Moha. He's going to start, which is the reason why they might not sign a Luis Diaz replacement. There's a lot of talk about Rodrigo, right? I don't think they're going to take a chance. They might say, well, let's hold off on that. Let's give this kid a chance because we can get a defender. Yeah, Ekitike is right-footed. But he's more, if you look at the way he's playing, right? You look at the way he's playing, right? He favors coming in from the right side. Because, yeah, he favors playing on the right side. Because Ekitike doesn't strike me as a player that's very, very good on his left foot. No, that's the only thing. That's why when I look at him, right, I'm not very sure. Because even at Eintracht Frankfurt, right, the guy has got skill. He's got the things that Liverpool, he can play across the park. No, okay, he can play on the left, right, but he's mostly played on the right side because he's got a very, very good right foot. Okay, he's got a decent left foot, so he can use both his right and his left foot. So he's quite skillful on the ball, and there is a lot of upside for Ekitike. He has room to grow, you know. Where I mean, he's what? But he's been around for a while, you know. When did he start? He was what? Reims? I cannot remember, you know. He played Reims. You know, he was at PSG. Yeah, he's been around. He's played for a few. But he's Eintracht Frankfurt all through and through, right? So, but I think that Ekitike can play right foot or left foot. So definitely they're gonna be playing him across the park. It's not like Ekitike cannot play on the left flank. He has played on the left side of the pitch and he's played on the right. So he mostly plays on the right side of the pitch and as a striker. But okay, I do not think Ekitike is going to be the starting striker for Liverpool. He's going to be rotated. Because I don't think Ekitike is coming in to play 90. He's not there for... I really believe Liverpool are going to bring in Alexander Isak. Yeah. They're going to get Isak in because Ekitike can also play on the left. Because he's got a strong right foot, he can play as an inside forward on the right flank and then we can rotate across the board. Cody Gakpo also can play in front. Liverpool is going to get Alexander Isak and Mark Guehi or Jorel Hato. Most likely Mark Guehi. There are two more signings coming for Liverpool. I'm that confident right now. Because the moment we release Luis Diaz for 75 million, Liverpool straight away, okay, that's it. Ekitike is definitely not a 9. He's not a 9. But Liverpool, he's going to grow into a 9. There's a big difference here, no? He's going to grow into a 9. Okay, because he's got height and jumping reach, no? This guy is quite good in the air. He's got to work on his head. His heading is quite good. He can hit the ball in. He's better at getting. He's only 21. He's 22 or 23, I think. I think 23, right? He's about 23, I think. Yeah, he's got a potential to be he's got a potential to be a 9. But he's not on the same level. In fact, between now him and Darwin Núñez, I don't think there's much difference. No, I don't think he's ready. I know he scored a lot of goals. He's created a lot of goals. Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna be the standout striker for us. But he might. Liverpool, they're trying him out on the right flank. I don't know, Isak. Isak already, the 135 million is already on the table already. Isak will be at Liverpool before this week is out. Before this week is out, Alexander Isak will be a Liverpool player, mark my words. And so will Mark Guehi. They'll both be Liverpool players before the Community Shield match. I'm that confident. But Liverpool aren't done yet because there is more to come from them. And they got the best signing so far is, I tell you, of all the signings, right? The one I love the most is actually Mohoha, the Chelsea wonder kid. That is the one I'm excited about the most because that kid has got a lot of potential. I know I'm not like jumping to the hoop of Florian words because Florian words, right? But this Mumoha, mark my words, he is gonna be somebody special. Hey, Pumpster, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. I really like who first maybe we have to give him a nickname. Gumoha or something. I don't know what I'm gonna call him. Kitike is looking okay, lah. But the problem for Liverpool, right? Okay, the Liverpool's issue has been okay. First up, Andy Robertson is no longer out and out. I think Andy Robertson's time is almost done. I know he's captain and he's got a lot of things going for him at the club, lah. Okay. But I don't think he's gonna be the man anymore. The Dutch FM. Thanks for the raid, brother. How was your stream? Oh, clear. Onuha, who's Spurs fan? Onuha, the Chelsea wonder kid, right? The Chelsea wonder. I'm telling you, the Chelsea wonder kid, who's not a Liverpool wonder kid. Thank you, Chelsea, for developing Moha, however you pronounce his name. But man, I've seen the friendly matches when he's playing. Every time he gets the ball, I'm like, Florian gets the ball, I'm like, okay, okay. He's trying too much. But Moha takes the ball. I look at the players. This guy has got potential. This guy's got a lot of skill on the ball. You're very well into the quarterfinal of the FM Shirt tournament. Well done, man. Quarterfinal? Wow, you're playing. Is this the one with Zealand and the rest of the boys? I hope you're doing well, you guys. I'm supposed. In fact, next year I might catch up with Zealand. No, November. November. Must talk to my friends because I'm supposed to do. It's the one side manager organized. Okay. Now I got a friend of mine who just came up with this crazy idea. He called me up today. He says, Daljit, do you want to do something with me? I say, what? It's gonna cost you 3 weeks of your life. I mean, like, oh, that sounds fun. Yeah. So he's got this plan. We gotta drive a car from Los Angeles to New York. I'm his co-pilot. I'm the other driver. So because I wanted to do South America to Mexico. I am that insane. Okay. So I want to go from South America. It's doable. South America to Mexico is quite a drive. It takes you at least a month because of the roads. So you use a 4-wheeler. And then when you get to Panama, you got to go to the Panama Canal. You got to actually, transport your 4-wheeler out. Yeah. So you gotta get this special pass that allows you to bring your car through South America. So I'm toying with the idea as well. Okay, so how do we pronounce this guy's name? Gumoha. Zealand's is the league. Hey, so if you're going to see Sai Major, please send him your regards, man. I've done Tasmania to Darwin already. I've done the Tasmania to Darwin Drive. So I've got this plan, right? Before I die, right? I'm going to do all the continents. So I've done the Australian continent, I've done the European continent already. So I've done both. So the only continents left for me is the South America. Like South America is the most dangerous continent, the one I'm scared of. Okay. Africa is the other one I'm petrified of because you got war zones all the way. Okay. All right. So I don't know whether Africa is doable. I think I better avoid Africa. South America, the problem with South America is the Colombia Strip. There's a strip, there's a journey for about a few hundred kilometers, right? There's no roads. Yeah, you go through. What my friends did was they switched to dirt bikes. Yeah. So they use dirt bikes all the way out. You ever see Rio Numoha? I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Numoha. Yeah, I'm at the age, okay? You gotta cut me some slack, okay? I want to do all this before I die. You know, everybody has got bucket list, right? I've done most of the stuff on the bucket list. Okay, okay. So if you're in your 30s, right, chances are you might have done 3 things on a bucket list, right? Okay. I imagine I only got maybe 5 or 4 things left on my bucket list. Yeah, okay. That's the 4 things I got left. I'm that old, baby. I'm that old. So you're gonna sit hours without drinking. Strange. Aye. Hey, what's the difference between sitting hours without drinking streaming? If you can stream for 12 hours, you can definitely drive. Or you can ride on a bike for a couple of hours. Right? Like, you gotta grab it Hey, do you know if I do all these road trips, right, I'll stop streaming, no? Yeah. There's a strong possibility. If I do all these, guys, I'm not streaming for the next 6 months. Bye. I'll see you when I come back. Then when I'm doing my road trip, I get a camera. Hey guys, I'm here now. Check this out. I'm in the middle of a jungle. Oh, sorry. Coverage is just gone. Boom. I think that would be fun. I'm not doing it for content, okay? If I wanted to do, honestly, if I wanted to do stuff for content, you think I wouldn't have shown you Headhunters, Or, Shrunken Skulls. I could have done it. I live on an island, okay, where there are homes, where they have sheds with shrunken skulls. I could have done that. I'm not about all that. How about my neighborhood? A crocodile go into his garage. Yeah, I could do a whole South America. This was the whole plan. That's what I was thinking. Right? I haven't contacted. I will definitely reach out to Zealand. Okay, 100%. I'll call him. See, I'm in Colombia. I understand you like the Colombian league very. Hey, I'm telling you, I met Colombian women. Okay. Puerto Rican women. Okay. There was one time I went to. Where's the best place to catch up with these girls? In freaking Florida. You go to Florida, right, you meet them all. All the Colombians, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, all of them are there. So it's like, wow. Will I come home? I don't know, man. You can stream from the Amazonian forest. Like, hell is going to happen. In the middle of the forest, I'm going, hey, you know what? Let's show. What are you guys going to see? Hi, welcome to the stream. This is the forest. There we go. No, man. Hey, I might as well show you the Bonian forest, right? I'm living there. I'm living in the middle of a forest right now. Yeah. We should meet some streamers to let us know you're fine. What? In the Colombian region. Hi. Do you stream Football Manager? Yeah. I'm going past. Yeah. I'm a Football Manager streamer. No, what I should do is put up, I'm a Football Manager streamer. If you play Football Manager, if I go through that, the Brazilians might get very unhappy with me, or Argentinians, because you know that there's an issue with licenses in Brazil and Argentina, right? When it comes to Football Manager. There are issues, right? There are always issues there. Python in the ceiling, actually antelope. Do you know in Southeast Asia, there's pythons in cars, no? Snakes. Because we have this, I think in the US also and in South America, there's the same problem. Because it's very common to find snakes in cars because the engine is warm, right? So snakes like to go in there when it's cold. We just have scorpions and crocodiles. Zealand is in New York. Yeah, I go to New York 100%, I'm in Zealand. I mean, there are other American streamers, not only Zealand. I won't meet just Zealand. I know Zealand. I met Zealand a couple of times. I love the guy. He's a fun person. He's a fun bloke to be with, Yeah, we talked about splitting the G, I think, the last time we were together. Okay. Yeah, anybody knows what splitting the G means in the Guinness, right? Splitting the G. So, yeah, that was a while ago. But, if this time I want to meet other streamers, this drive my mind, but not the Brazilians. Midoriya Reason, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Mistakes False, thanks for the follow, man. Hope you're doing well. Hey, you guys, you still want me to do low block tactics? Quite fun. Hey, low block is not for the faint-hearted, but I think I covered all the low block stuff already, right, with the tactics. Right? The only meta for low block is your defensive line. That's it. And of course, the rolls are in front. Please don't take Tracotista, Poacher, F9. All this you don't need. Okay. So all you need is strikers, you need target forward, advance forward. Or best two, and third, distant third is pressing forward. Because the top favorite is tired forward, advanced forward. That's it. And then the defensive line. That's it. And then the meta shapes are 5-2-2-1, 4-1-3-2, 4-4-2, 4-2-4. 4-2-4, you must use your must be careful. That's the only one we regroup. All the back fives all have counter press. The 4-4-2 has got regroup. The 4-2-4 has got regroup, I think. Then we got a 4-1-3. We did a 4-1-3-2. Oh, we did a lot of them, man. We did a lot of these low block tactics. It was quite fun. I'm waiting. Anyway, guys, it's that time of the night where I have to go and say DLF is the most dead role in FM. Oh, you said it, brother. DLF. Look, I'm telling you right now, if you can play with two strikers, right? I think right now, there is no point playing support attack on Football Manager. No point. The game is so shoves all those roles up with the positional play feature, right? They're all going up. Then you got too many players hanging around the AM tier. No? So you might as well just go, hey, you know what? We got a lot of guys coming up, whether we like it or not. You might as well just go into the box. So you play attack duties. The thing is, a lot of people, the DLF was really good in FM23 because there was no positional play feature. It was a good role. Even I used it. I used the F9 and DLF in those years. But because of positional play, it killed two roles, the DLF and the F9. Both died. The only time the DLF actually makes sense is in the Brazilian box. That's it. That's about it. That's the only closest one. So when you play like low block systems, right, the best roles, target forward, advanced forward, hands down, the two best attackers for the low block up top. You just choose between the two. The ones you don't touch with a 10-foot pole, Trequartista, F9, DLF, Poacher. 10-foot pole. Poacher is the hands down the second or best or close second best role in a camping tactic because you can get so many players into the box with a Poacher. You can't do it at advanced forward because advanced forward just it's all about them. It's I, me, myself, and I want to score goals. That's an advanced forward. Now the ball goes quickly to them and they look at, hey, I don't know about you guys. I'm the advanced forward. I'm the focal point, baby. So he's going to try and score goals. IF is a white striker. It's always been a white striker. It's never been a winger. Yeah, the IF. In fact, when you play FM26, I guarantee you the IF is just going to be called. I think they're going to give it a. There won't be inside forwards anymore. I'm pretty certain, right, with the new Football Manager, there will be role changes and renaming of roles. I never actually liked calling the inside forward an inside forward. I just like calling him a forward. But we had to call him inside forward. There's so much confusion over roles. Because it's not the confusion from the English-speaking group. No. It's confusion from all the Chinese, the Indonesians, the Africans, the Dutch, the Russians, the Chinese, all of them. You know why? Because how do we translate Trequartista? There is no Chinese equivalent for Trequartista. There's no Malay equivalent. In Malay, it's just going to call it Trequartista in Malay, some Malay word. Okay? We can't translate it. So it's a translation problem. So you must imagine this. When SI create their documentation for the game, translation is important because information is necessary for the players. If you give them... So I'm not going to be surprised if the game, is going to change in that regard. I think that's why I'm pushing for that's why I did the video on the manual. I said the manual is damn important. Might bring back RV and left wing on the second. I don't know. We hope, role changes. I'm pretty certain there'll be role changes coming. And I'm pretty certain positional play is going to change, because positional play was a game breaker this year. It was. If you understood positional play really well, it's a game breaker. You break the game straight away. Because it's too much information. Okay. Like, for example, when I play against a formation, I see Volante, I kill it. I tackle. Game over for the tactic. So if you play PvP match against a friend, he's got a Volante, or you hard tackle the Volante. Game over for the fella. Because the Volante needs to run up and down to connect. The moment he's hard tackle, he's going to have players coming. It gives the Volante less time to react on the ball. Right? Boom. Game over. Volante is dead. So if you understand these positional play features, like, okay, a Mazala positional play, ball goes to the midfield. All I got to do is make sure the ball goes from defense to midfield, right? Okay. Mazala is going to shift up after that. Oh, focus play, Mazzala, fullback, cross the ball, diagonal to the left. Finish. So I think that the positional play definitely made the game a lot easier. For me, at least, I made the game. So that's why right now it's so easy to create tactics. So I think what SI might end up doing, right? Hey, because I got too many of these like Mickey Mouse idiots are streaming right now. They are just changing tactics on the fly, doing funky things with their tactics and making it work. All right, we've got to make it difficult all over again. So mark my words, it might have to be like that also. Because every time the game became really easy, SI did something drastic. CM 0304, because I played the game for bloody 20 years. I've seen the cycles, okay? So I remember when we did 0304, the game was super easy, right? We had Scramjet and Diablo. I created Scramjet, the other guy created Diablo. Match engine died in super fast. It was dead. Okay, it didn't even last beta. Okay, it went through beta and the game died. Okay. By November, very few people are playing the game because all you have to do is start the game, put a tactic, go make coffee, lunch, tea, come back, you win the title. You don't have to worry. You score a record number of goals. Striker, 150 goals, no problem. So what did SI do? Boom, the game became much harder. So right now, the game is actually the easiest it's ever been in the last 20, since 0304. In my honest opinion, the hardest version of Football Manager was actually FM21. I felt, I found FM21 to be much harder because FM21 was just before the positional play feature, right? So, but that had the most challenging AI for me. Okay, because then it was a case of like, wow, how do I break this team down? It was all attacking tactics. Most of the tactics that they were attacking. Anyway, we were going full circle. I just said on the call the stream, right? That was a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, FM21 is for me is the most challenging. Yeah, because right now I'm the only one that doesn't do it. No, I'm the only guy. Have you ever seen any of my strikers scoring 20 goals? I don't have my defenders scoring 20 goals. When I talk to other content creators, they also will tell me, yes, it's broken because the defenders are going to score a lot of goals. They'll score 20 plus goals. I agree with them. It's possible. But this is where the game becomes a question of, I guess in terms of for them, because being content creators, they like to play against each other, right? So because they play against each other, you see, this cancels them all out. No? So there will be some who might not do it on principle, and there are some who will do it because I better do it, or else the other guy doesn't do it. So in a manner of speaking, right? If you are the kind of player that does it, and the AI doesn't do it, why bother? So I don't do it, right? So I have a more enjoyable time. So and then if you are a content creator, and then you do it, and then you talk about how great your goal scoring tactic is. Okay, fine. Then you kind of, not accurate now. Okay, you're not that accurate. Okay, but if you're a content creator, you've done this, and then you take part in a competition with other content creators who've done it, then it becomes quite fun to watch the competition. You know why? Because everybody is doing it, right? So it's going to be who has the more interesting tactic at the end of the day. Yeah. So it can be fun. So enjoy yourself. If you feel better for struggling FM21, I won't be surprised. FM21 is still one of the, for me right now that I play all these versions, right? I will tell you right now that the versions of positional play made the game super easy. Super easy. On a level I've never played in this game is super easy right now, okay? So positional play made the game very easy. So 23 and 24, too easy. FM22, okay, quite good. FM21 is the best. Yeah, the hardest to play. I know, I'm telling you, I'm saying this now. Before Saturday comes, Isak will be a Liverpool player and Guehi will be a Liverpool player. Mark my words. We'll have a defender because there is no way on God's green earth that they're going to start the season for Arne Slot with 2 players missing. Because they're willing to let Luis Diaz go. No? And Luis Diaz, they made a profit on Diaz at 65 million. I'm definitely sure they're going to be like, yeah, because 7 million extra from Bayern Munich. Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm actually happy Luis Diaz is going. Because Luis Diaz plateau. Okay, I know he scored a lot of goals. He created a lot of goals last season. Nobody's going to say he's not a top player, right? But something about his style of play it used to annoy me last season. He used to know. He was like, there's something about the way he's playing that was just pissing me off. Darwin is going to go. But Darwin, right now, the issue with Darwin Núñez is Liverpool haven't really gotten a concrete offer from any club from Darwin Núñez. A lot of talk, no one showing them the money. So Darwin Núñez is a lot of talk, no one showing them the money. Because they're waiting for the right. I'm waiting to see. I'm hoping we have got there are offers. I think somebody made an offer for Harvey Elliott. Somebody definitely made an offer for. But you know who is the one player I feel the most sorry for, unless he adapts his game? Curtis Jones. Because right now, Curtis Jones is the one player in the Liverpool team that is like floating. I don't know where he's going to be playing. Because he used to play in the AM tier. Then he was playing the CM tier. Now we got Gravenberch and McAllister and Endo. But Endo is not going anywhere. Endo is a work horse. No? So he's like the Japanese version of James Milner. So they're going to keep him because he's loyal to a T. So they're going to keep these three players. Where is Curtis Jones going to play? He ain't playing in the AM tier, man. No way he's playing there. He's never going to get a chance to play there. So it's going to be very interesting. Curtis is going to end up being the super sub or the Gravenberch understudy. Something tells me that they're going to try and remold him into a DM. Because if they can't sign a DM, right, they will play Curtis. Because Curtis Jones can play a holding role, but he has to get better at because it's a completely different game, no. And the thing about Arne Slot is his systems are extremely fluid. When he was saying, I know what they're damn fluid. No, you don't know who's going to score the goal because the striker is dropping off. This guy is moving here. This guy is moving like, whoa, hang on a minute. Who's in the box? That's Arne Slot. So that's the one criticism of Arne Slot. He's like, hey man, the players better sing and dance well, man. Frimpong is all acceleration. No, he's not I think if you want to look at numbers, it's more like 0.22 for TAA and 0.16 for Frimpong in terms of assist generation. There's a big difference between the two. Connor Bradley, I think, got plenty of potential. I think he might start more games than Frimpong at first. Then Frimpong can be shifted up as a winger, to play for Salah. So Connor Bradley has a future. No, I think McAllister, Gravenberch is a starting two. Nobody's going to touch that. That combinations. And there's a reason why Liverpool aren't going out to sign a DM because they got Curtis Jones and they're thinking that we can. Because last season, I remember they used Curtis Jones as a DM. Arne Slot towards the last season was using him as a DM occasionally. So I was thinking, hey, this is daring. So he used to play Curtis Jones and Endo together. So I was thinking, okay, this is. So from the Liverpool point of view, right? Curtis Jones is an English player. Why would they want to go and sign another DM? That's the only reason. So my bet is Liverpool are going to sign two players on Saturday and that's it. Close the books. Isak and a defender. Mark my words, that's going to happen. I'm that confident. Because of the recent sale of Luis Diaz. Yeah. And I've got by the time this month is over, this guy is going to be a nice, beautiful beard. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming in, man. You guys, this has been a nice long chat. Enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys have fun on today's stream. Can't wait for next sliding tackle. Connor Bradley he's all guts, all glory. His guts come with glory. The man goes in for a full-blooded challenge already. I love Connor Bradley, man. He's got, hey, Connor. The last Connor was my hero. It's not Connor McLeod. There can only be one. Sorry, got Connor in our team, baby. He's a Connor. There can only be one. When he goes in for a tackle, he's telling the player there can only be one man with the ball, and it's going to be me. That's why Connor Bradley is the man for me. Okay, so on time everybody coming on today's stream. I know there's a lot of nonsense. Whether or not you believe me or not, it's up to you. Okay, but that's the way we sign off. We just want to have fun. I want to see you guys tomorrow for the last stream of this week. Because on Friday, we might be doing, Friday cannot. Friday, apparently some people want me to have a meeting. That's it. I don't know. Why do people believe I have anything intelligent to say? I don't get these people. So you guys, thanks for coming in today. Have a great night or great day ahead. I shall see you soon. Tomorrow then.